Hey everyone, welcome back to Bacon's Bass Place. I'm Aaron Bacon, and today we're going to be going over Tool's song Stinkfist. If you haven't seen my cover video, go check that out. It should be just have dropped. So this video has a lot to do with that video. So if you haven't seen that one, go check it out. If you're not subscribed to Bacon's Bass Place, make sure you do that, and we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to be going over some Tool songs in the future. And the whole fun thing that I'm doing with these Tool songs is I'm slapping them. Alright, so I'm going to do my best to just work through the song and sort of explain to you guys what are my favorite parts. The whole big piece that I want to work on is that big middle section with the big bass breakdown, but we'll get there when we get there. So it just starts, you know, it's pretty tricky coming into this song because it just has this weird sound, and there's like a slight little bend on the guitar noise or something like right before they come in that you can use to cue yourself if you're good. But it's a little tricky to come in on time, but I always come in with the and that first part with the open string is just like the introduction, and then once the singing starts, it stops with the open slap there. I'm actually popping that. It's kind of, most of this song I'm using the majority just my thumb, like a pick like this. You guys can see it over there. A good chunk of this song is just your thumb going up and down as if it were a pick. But in that introductory part, that's one of the instances where we're actually popping a note. So the verse takes out that pop. And I'm just going down, up, down, down, up, 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 down, up. It's kind of the groove I'm doing. And then he puts in this octave. Which is always a good spot for a pop. You can see I'm not hitting this one here with my thumb. I'm hitting it with my with a pop, right? And then I'm moving up to the octave and going down up with my thumb to get the other two grooves. And then it gives me a lot of time to get my thumb up there because it had to do that pop, and then it gives me a lot of time to get it back down because it's a longer note. So then the little pre-chorus, and that I'm just percussion. I like to throw in that little hammer-on from 5/8, like 2 open 5/7, sorry 5/7 not 5/8. Chorus. Notice how it basically just switches if it's doing the high octave or the low octave first. So first it goes here, and then down, and then the second time up, down, up. Catch my willy. Alright. So then it does a whole nother verse, now the chorus, now the pre-chorus, all of that. And then it gets to my favorite part, and this part to me just exemplifies like why you do slap for the tone of it so much. So that part's just one of my favorites because it gets in the up and down with the thumb, and then just a nice hearty, heavy pop. So as you can see, I'm kind of alternating. Sometimes I alternate pretty freely between popping with this finger or that finger. Sometimes I feel like I can get a little bit more torque with my second finger if I really, really like put my finger against it there and then like push against the bass to pull up on the string. You can get a pretty intense pop that way. Or if you really want to, just use 2 fingers. it's a surefire way to get a good strong pop is just do it with both fingers at the same time. And that part, I just really enjoy it. And the whole fret muting rhythm that you get in there, like if you were to take out all the fret mutes, which kind of gets the basic skeleton of it, but that's a little bit lame. So much more fun. You know, and that's something that Justin Chancellor and the rest of Tool really excel at, is taking a concept like that, like taking a bare bones thing, and just actually making it super musical. Just by little tiny inflections, without changing the skeleton of it. They just put in little fret mutes, they add the groove, right? And it's all about the groove. That's where you're going to find your musicianship. So the couple of parts after that are all really fun, and I just like to wail on them up and down with my thumb. Yeah, so for that part, what the part where we're on 10, 10, 12, 12, 9, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So originally with this part, I was trying to go, and I wanted to get that octave pop like we did in the other parts in the beginning. But if you follow me at all, you know that I don't like to do this kind of awkward tooth slaps in a row, and that's not really like two slaps in a row isn't too bad. So you know you could kind of do that, but it's awkward. It sort of cuts your groove in half, you know. So just use your thumb exactly as if it were a pick. I know half of you are probably gonna say, well, you might as well just be using a pick, but then I wouldn't be able to just talk about slap bass all the time, and you know. I like to play about slap bass and talk about bases of slapping, and you know. But it's really good practice for you to do it too, like this: thumb, 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 thumb. See? You do it. So then it goes into one last final chorus, and after the chorus, does this nice little... So the trick to that for me, it's a little bit awkward if you don't get the right fingering. I think it's not like it's undoable, but it's just a little awkward in some other fingerings. For me, I keep my middle finger on the bottom note that's going back and forth from 3 to 2, and then this top note is just staying on 2, right? So I have middle finger, index finger there, second position. Now I'm pretty much going down to first position, and I put my ring finger up there. Alright guys, thanks for joining me. That's Stinkfist and why I like to slap it, and why I think Tool songs are really fun to slap. So stick around, make sure you subscribe and share to your friends that are Tool fans and who are slap bass fans, and leave a comment down below and let me know how bad you think all of this is or how good you think it is. I'm sure people are just going to be saying, use a pick! But that kind of defeats it for me, so we'll see you guys next time. Stick around. We're going to be doing more songs like this, so don't go anywhere.